They are thrilled that we made a deal, every one of them. There's not one nation that came to us and said, please, sir, keep dropping bombs on them. Please keep dropping bombs. The stupid people say that. The one set of leaders is all gone. Their second set of leaders is all gone. Their third set of leaders a little bit gone. I think they're going to behave much differently. The deal we reached with Iran on Sunday will be signed shortly. Tomorrow, maybe the next day. Subject deals. My whole life is all about deals. That's all I ever did is make deals. And crazy things happen. So they'll work closely with us to turn over the so-called enriched material that's very deep in the bowels of the earth. Very deep. Nobody can get it. So it's not important that we do it quickly, but we could do it fairly quickly. When we have a chance, we'll do it. But in the meantime, we have cameras on every inch of it. Nobody can do it. And if they do, we'll hit them with Patriots. That's all. And they'll be gone. And they know that. Technical discussions on the removal of all stockpiles of enriched materials will begin immediately. We're going to start that immediately. We have an understanding of certain things without writing it. And if they don't honor that, we'll probably go back to bombing them until they honor it. It's amazing what bombs can do.
That's President Trump at the G7 today, detailing what will happen if Iran doesn't immediately turn over its nuclear bomb materials. He's saying the U.S. is going to help get in there and take out the nuclear materials. It's buried under rubble after the bombings. The U.S. has had cameras on all of it and has been watching it the entire time. Now, a senior U.S. official today did reveal a text of the interim deal to reporters. It says Iran reiterates it will not produce nuclear weapons. The Strait of Hormuz reopens to full capacity. The U.S. lifts the naval blockade, withdraws its forces from the region. Iran gets sanctions lifted, frozen assets released. Plus, there's a $300 billion reconstruction fund. Let's welcome to the show from House Judiciary. He is a veteran U.S. Army captain, Apache helicopter pilot, Texas Congressman Wesley Hunt. Congressman, always a pleasure to see you. Now, this is the issue. Lawmakers, conservative pundits, Iran hawks warn against giving up key leverage or giving Iran money without completely getting Iran to give up its nuclear materials. There's concern that the regime left in place will use any financial relief to again create a nuclear bomb. Are you worried about this?
I am not. And let's be absolutely clear here. As somebody that served as a diplomatic liaison officer in Saudi Arabia for 2 years and served in Iraq, this is the weakest that Iran has been in decades. This might be the weakest that they've ever been in the history of this country. We have decapitated their leadership. We have destroyed their navy. We own their airspace. And the gasping cries of a crying animal for them was to close the Strait of Hormuz. Now that will be opened. And what we have done is we have cut off their BATNA. BATNA is the best alternative to a negotiating agreement, because what they know is if they do not adhere to what we have put before them, then guess what? The pain train is coming. They're going to see more bombs. They're going to see more threats from us that they're not going to be able to withstand. So the fear of that is what has driven them to the table. And also, I will tell you, in the past, nobody has been stronger in understanding the peace through strength that President Trump has put on full display. They know what's coming if they don't adhere to the rules. And now they will also never have a nuclear weapon over President Trump's watch. So I am not concerned at all with what those that may not like this deal might say, because, again, President Trump is operating from a position of strength.
Okay, so the G7 leaders of Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the UK, they all reportedly say they want to help implement the interim deal. They welcome stopping Iran from getting any nuclear bombs. Let's get your reaction to Canada's Prime Minister telling CNN this is a game changer. Watch.
It is a reasonable length for an agreement which is in effect, it is a cessation of hostilities. It's a ceasefire for that 60-day period, as you know. But it sets out a series of conditions and what will happen when they are fulfilled. So I think it's well structured from our perspective. But I think as well is the regional countries are behind it. It's well structured. It creates. I actually think, I think it's a game changer.
The regional Gulf states are behind it. It's a game changer. This is basically getting the Gulf states aligned against Iran. So do you expect Canada, the rest of the G7 leaders, they're going to help remove Iran's nuclear bomb material, oversee that, and stop Iran's ballistic missile program? What do you make of this?
I can agree more with him, and I think this is what we want. The world wants peace. And in just a few months, again, President Trump was able to bring Iran to their knees so that they will never produce a nuclear weapon, at least not in the near future. Also, I want to point out that not a single taxpayer dollar is going to be to fund this operation. This is going to be the Arab states, Arab Gulf states, that are going to help fund the rebuild of Iran, not
the
U.S.
$300 billion
taxpaying dollars.
reconstruction fund. Yeah, the $300 billion reconstruction
that
fund.
is
That's
correct.
the Gulf states. Okay.
That is correct.
Congressman Wesley Hunt, thank you so much for your service to America. It's good to see you. Come back soon. Now listen to this.
God bless you.